The world is home to billions, each life woven into a vast, complex cultural tapestry. We begin a deep dive into the customs that define the planet's most populous nations. From the historic landscapes of Asia, India, China, Indonesia, and Pakistan, to the vibrant dynamism of Africa and Latin America, our exploration spans 10 global giants. We dissect 5 essential pillars of identity, manners and etiquette, revealing respect through gesture and greeting. Food and dining customs, showcasing communal feasts. Religion and spirituality, exploring how faith shapes daily life. Money and commerce, examining attitudes toward wealth and negotiation. And finally, family dynamics, focusing on hierarchy and filial duty. Welcome to the global tapestry. Prepare to witness the profound complexity of the world. Chapter 2 explores Asia's giants, India and China. While both are centers of incredible history, their daily cultural practices diverge dramatically, reflecting millennia of unique evolution. In India, manners begin with the namaste, a gesture of respect that avoids physical contact. Hospitality is paramount, often involving guests being fed lavishly. When dining, the right hand is traditionally used for eating, as the left is reserved for hygiene. Indian dining is a festival of flavors. Meals often consist of thalis, large platters holding a range of intensely spiced curries, breads, and rice, all meant to be shared. Food is often a binding spiritual and social event, prepared meticulously according to regional traditions. Faith is the bedrock of Indian life. The visual impact of Hinduism and Islam shapes the landscape, from soaring temple spires to the call to prayer. Major festivals like Diwali illuminate the country, integrating spiritual observance directly into commerce and family life. Commerce in India is highly interactive. Negotiation is expected in local bazaars, making transactions lively and personal. While tipping customs vary regionally, attitudes toward saving, particularly through traditional assets like gold, remain strong across generations. Family hierarchy stresses profound respect for elders. Multi-generational, or joint, families are common, creating dense domestic units where collective welfare often outweighs individual ambition. Transitioning to China, where the emphasis is often on subtlety and hierarchy. Bowing or a slight nod conveys respect, especially during formal introductions. Gift-giving is intricate, requiring careful consideration of seniority and professional status. Chinese dining is highly social, usually utilizing round tables to encourage sharing of communal dishes with chopsticks. Tea ceremonies are elaborate rituals, signifying respect and facilitating conversation. Slurping is often acceptable, denoting enjoyment. Though officially secular, Chinese spiritual life is heavily influenced by Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism. Filial piety is codified, acting as a crucial societal framework. Ancestor worship remains a profound practice, linking the living to the familial past. The Chinese economic landscape is defined by efficiency and rapid commercial development. Digital payment systems are ubiquitous, often replacing physical currency. There is a deeply ingrained cultural emphasis on saving and fiscal stability. Filial piety remains the cornerstone of Chinese family life. Respect for parents and grandparents is not merely custom, but a moral obligation guiding all domestic and social decisions, maintaining clear generational authority. We begin Chapter 3 by journeying to the vast archipelago of Indonesia, a nation defined by its layered spiritual life and intricate social rules. Manners demand restraint. Public touch between non-related adults is rare, and pointing is strictly done using the right thumb, never a finger. Dining often features the unique communal style of padang, where dozens of small dishes, like rendang, are presented simultaneously, ready to be sampled by hand. Spiritual life is deeply syncretic, merging established faiths with ancient indigenous beliefs, influencing ceremonies and daily dress across the islands. In commerce, especially in traditional markets, negotiation is a common dance, though modern transactions in city centers are fixed price. The extended family is the core social unit. Hierarchy dictates utmost respect for elders, with multi-generational living arrangements being common. Crossing the ocean to the subcontinent, we find Pakistan, a nation rooted in vibrant Islamic tradition and profound obligations of hospitality. Greetings involve soft handshakes. Reserved behavior maintains social harmony, and women often maintain distance from male non-relatives in public spaces. Meals are central to life and generosity. Large portions of slow-cooked meat, rice, and naan are prepared, with the host ensuring guests eat first. The rhythm of daily life is shaped by the 5 calls to prayer, with community focused around the local mosque and the celebration of major religious festivals. The lively bazaar is the epicenter of commerce, where negotiated pricing is standard. Vendors expect engagement, and tipping is appreciated for service. Family dynamics are strongly hierarchical and conservative. Reverence for elders is paramount, and the family name carries substantial weight in society. While separated by geography, both the archipelago and the subcontinent rely heavily on communal dining and deep respect for an established social order. These cultural pillars underscore how faith and family profoundly influence the daily interactions of billions across these two dynamic nations. We travel now from the dense, fertile delta landscapes of Bangladesh to the vast, cold sweep of the Russian plains. Two worlds defined by great rivers, yet separated by profoundly unique customs. In Bangladesh, the spirit of commerce is intense. Negotiation is a practiced skill in the bustling markets of Dhaka. Respect is rooted in the rich Bengali language, and in acknowledging the seniority and social status of those you interact with. The powerful influence of Islam shapes daily life. Prayer dictates the rhythm of the day, and magnificent mosques stand as the architectural and spiritual centers of the community, influencing everything from dress to weekly observance. Meals are centered on mak and bhat, fish and rice, served alongside vibrant, complex curries. Dining is often done seated on the floor, and eating with the right hand is the standard practice, signifying purity and tradition. Multi-generational living is the bedrock of society, especially outside urban centers. Elders hold ultimate authority in family matters, dictating key life decisions to maintain family honor and cohesion. We transition to Russia, where etiquette emphasizes formality. Handshakes must be firm and direct, though never performed over a threshold. Gift-giving is nuanced, flowers must always be presented in odd numbers for luck. The Russian Orthodox Church remains central, dominating the skyline with its distinct onion domes and colorful facades. Faith links deep history and spirituality, notably through holidays like Pascha, or Orthodox Easter. Dining is communal and hearty, featuring staples like rich borscht soup and pelmeni dumplings. Meals often involve a solemn yet spirited tradition of making formal toasts, often involving strong spirits and complex expressions of goodwill. The family structure maintains a strong hierarchy and respect for ancestors. Grandmothers, or babushkas, play a central, respected role in raising the children and preserving family heritage. From the intensely spiritual life of the Delta Plains to the reserved formality of the boreal forest, these customs reveal the profound and vibrant human diversity across our shared world. Welcome to Chapter 5, The African Heartland. We explore the vibrant societal structures and deep-rooted histories of Nigeria and Ethiopia, contrasting their unique cultural foundations. Starting in Nigeria, manners are defined by hierarchy. Status is paramount, often visually communicated through kneeling or prostration during greetings, particularly within the Yoruba tradition, symbolizing deference to elders or superiors. The dining table is communal. Staples like fufu and pounded yam are swallows, eaten by hand, exclusively the right hand, and dipped into rich, shared soups like egusi or ogbono, reinforcing collective participation. Faith permeates daily life, influenced heavily by significant populations adhering to both Islam and Christianity. This duality defines major national festivals, influencing attire, music, and social gatherings across the regions. Commerce is dynamic. In bustling Lagos markets, negotiation is fundamental. Haggling is not merely accepted but is a crucial and often spirited social interaction integral to pricing and trade. The family unit is expansive. Immediate and extended relatives form a critical multi-generational support system, demanding collective counsel and ensuring a shared responsibility for welfare. Transitioning to Ethiopia, a deep respect for antiquity prevails. Elder respect is absolute. Formal language and avoidance of direct eye contact with those senior are markers of profound deference. Dining customs center on injera, the porous, sourdough bread, used to scoop shared wats and stews. The gursha, where one feeds a bite to a loved one or honored guest, is the highest sign of honor. Ethiopia is home to one of the world's oldest Christian traditions. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church dictates daily rhythms, visible through fasting periods, dedicated prayer times, and the influence of Guizi liturgical chant. Commercial transactions, particularly in traditional settings like spice and coffee trading, rely heavily on patience, established relationships, and a meticulous, unhurried pace. Family hierarchy is traditionally patriarchal. The integrity of the family lineage and the unwavering duty to care for and obey aging parents are central pillars of societal obligation. These cultures demonstrate how respect, communal dining, spiritual heritage, and extended kin define the unique identity of the African heartland. Chapter 6: Latin Rhythms. We journey now through the vast cultural landscapes of Brazil and Mexico, two nations unified by deep roots but defined by distinct customs. Starting in Brazil, the national energy is palpable. Greetings are warm and close contact, often involving 2 or 3 gentle cheek kisses, even among new acquaintances. Manners are governed by jeitinho, a social flexibility that reflects a relaxed approach to time and formal rules. For dining, the passion centers on feijoada, a rich black bean and meat stew, traditionally served communally on specific days. The nation holds deep Catholic faith, yet African spiritual traditions like candomblé maintain strong influence, often blending into syncretic practices. Commerce relies heavily on electronic payment. While market negotiation is limited, trust and strong personal relationships significantly influence formal business dealings. Family units are expansive. Extended relatives frequently live nearby, providing a core social safety net where celebrations prioritize the collective joy of the whole clan. Moving north to Mexico, culture emphasizes formality and profound respect. Titles like Don and Dona are vital when addressing elders or superiors, and handshakes are firm and direct in business settings. Food revolves around corn. Traditional mercados are bustling hubs where vibrant cuisine is prepared fresh, eaten quickly as satisfying street food or during lengthy, multi-course family meals. Catholicism is foundational, but spiritual life is visibly marked by ancient indigenous influence. The annual Dia de Muertos festival spiritually connects the living with deceased relatives, an intensely colorful spiritual observance. Tipping is expected for almost all service staff. Negotiation is common and often necessary in traditional shops and smaller, outdoor stalls. Familismo defines society, placing the family's needs above all individual desires. Respect for the patriarchal structure and the guidance of elders is strictly observed across generations, ensuring continuity and order. The architecture of respect varies profoundly. In China, India, and Indonesia, social synthesis demands distance, the respectful bow or the hands pressed together, acknowledging hierarchy and status before contact. This formal distance is sharply contrasted by the intimate warmth of Latin America and Africa. In Mexico and Brazil, cheek kisses are mandatory, while in Nigeria and Ethiopia, firm handshakes and close physical proximity signal trust and relationship. Generational structures are equally foundational. Across Pakistan and Bangladesh, filial piety dictates multi-generational living, where the elder's authority is absolute in daily decisions and family affairs. From the shared homes of Russia to the tribal elder reverence in Nigeria, respect for age is not just politeness, it is the central pillar of social and domestic organization, defining roles and responsibility for life. These complex systems of gesture and generation ensure that every interaction, from a street greeting to a family meal, is governed by ancient, precise, and necessary protocols. Across the globe, faith and finance intertwine to shape civilizations. This synthesis reveals how spiritual devotion and commercial habits coexist in powerful ways. In India, the tradition of elaborate temple donations stands in contrast to the brisk, necessary haggling of local markets. Meanwhile, China balances its rapid digital economies with profound ancestral reverence and localized commerce. From Indonesia's communal zakat obligations, guiding charitable giving and investment ethics, to Pakistan and Bangladesh, where negotiation is key, religious principles often frame how wealth is shared. Russia's Stoic Orthodox churches stand beside high-speed banking sectors. Likewise, Ethiopia retains deep connections between spiritual observance and market transactions. In Latin America, Mexico and Brazil showcase how vibrant festivals, often driven by faith, fuel massive commercial economies where tipping is highly contextual and saving habits vary widely. These dual pillars, sanctuary and commerce, define the unique rhythm of global civilizations, proving that deeply held beliefs always impact the flow of currency. We have journeyed through the rich tapestry of 10 diverse nations, observing complexity in everything from formal etiquette to the sacred daily ritual. From the vibrant marketplaces of Brazil and Nigeria to the reverence shown to elders in China and Pakistan, the depth of human practice is profound. These forms are wonderfully distinct, yet the threads connecting us, the universal need for belonging, sustenance, and shared celebration, remain the same. To study culture is not to judge, but to witness the boundless ingenuity of humanity. May our observation always be rooted in respect.